See you tomorrow. Okay, guys, live on session. Okay, so let's begin today's live session. Hello, traders. Welcome back to the live session. And this is the first live of the week. And we can see that I was looking at Xauusd early. We had a successful trade as well. Pretty strongly bullish at the moment, and expecting that this market to remain upside here. We can see that this is a significantly bull market. We have seen there is a strong breakout now after the monthly close. What we have seen that if you look at the weekly price action, pretty strongly bullish, right? So before I look at the multi-time frame analysis, thank you very much. Hello, welcome, good evening, GOLD JPY. Okay, we will be looking at some of the currency pairs as well. Anyone, if you guys are looking at any currency pairs, also you can share in the chat. We will be looking at why not, if you see better trading opportunity in any instrument, you can share your opinion. Here you see that some instrument really moving nicely. Euro dollar, dollar yen having a trend, especially USD pairs started to trend because there is a new monthly opening. This is an FP week, as you know that. Okay, traders, so I hope that you guys can hear me. We had a little bit of disconnection. Finally back on track. My apology, I had to restart the system due to some error, and I hope that you guys can hear me and see me. We had a little bit of disruption due to the system error, so I had to restart the system here, and we are back on track here. If you guys can hear me now, it's your internet connection is not good, coach. All good. Yes, so basically I had to restart the whole system. Yeah, thank you very much for confirming. Yep, we are back on track, and let's begin. And I would appreciate if you guys just give a thumbs up, because there is a too much program was loading on the system, and that's why it took a little bit of time. So we are back on track, and let's look at today what kind of trading opportunity we may have in this market. So we will be looking at, first of all, bigger picture to see overall direction in this market, and then we will be looking at this is 1 hour chart. We can see that gold currently significantly bullish, and in this bull market we can expect only potentially to buy. Along with, we see that most of the USD pairs also showing that bullish. AUD USD showing strong bullish momentum, NZD USD also bullish, euro dollar showing that bullish, and also British pound US dollar that we can see is also bullish here. So British pound US dollar, we see that from the lower time frame after pullback, this is the 4-hour candle closing potentially as a doji, and that is where also we may see the market to potentially to remain bullish. We'll come back to that shortly to see if there is any trading entry here. Looking at first of all the first pair that on XAUSD, are you guys ready for a big move here? Potentially we can see that this week is very important as NFP. Now NFP week is where we look for the best trade setup possible in the market. Now if you are not familiar, if you are a complete beginner as a trader, if you don't know what is NFP, let us know in the live chat. We can discuss more. Thank you very much. Welcome. So first of all, the first day of trading week, what happened with the gold? We can see that there is here there is a reversal pattern formation, and the market had a strong break to the upside with this reversal pattern. And because the market has got a break to the upside with this reversal, we see the price is approaching this key level, which is XAUSD key resistance line. And in this key level here, if you guys look at it, you can see this is a key level of resistance. If you look at the monthly, which is pretty strong bounce. Now previous monthly close is a monthly doji. Now we see that today is the first day of trading week. Now on the first day of trading week from the monthly, what happened that the price opened with a gap and pushed back to the upside. So that is where, as the market is pushing from that level to the upside on the first day, even we could see very soon a strong reversal as well. But before we go to the reversal, we would like to see the monthly chart. You can see this is the monthly doji. The price has made its move back to the upside with a stronger momentum. And if we look at the weekly chart here, we can see that this is the weekly price action where this is the weekly resistance, where resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and also resistance here. The market managed to cross above that level. Okay, so above the resistance line, and from that resistance we could see the price to potentially push back to the upside to create a new higher high in this market. So we see that with the weekly close, previous weekly, this week the market straight away start to bounce back to the upside in the major direction of the trend, and we could see that this is as a reversal pattern here and to push back to the upside. Currently the market is above this weekly resistance. We could see that potential trend continuation here to create a new higher high in this market. So let's look at now daily chart. Daily chart is very important to look at. Why? Because daily is where this is not a very higher time frame, nor the lower time frame is in the middle, is in the center. So if we look at the daily chart, the trend direction is very clear to look at when we are looking at the daily, because daily chart will give us a very clear idea about the directional bias, which is very important to look at as a trader, to look for the directional bias either to buy or sell this market. So if we look at here in this market on the daily chart, we can see that this is a strongly bull market, and directionally we see it's pretty strong upside breakout. So therefore if we look at the lower time frame here, okay, we will be looking for buying. So today's price on the daily, it's a big bounce back to the upside. So any pullback, which is the weekly resistance that we can see here, if you guys look at it, you can see this is the weekly resistance. The price above this level, which is above the 335758 level, which is the weekly key level of resistance. The market is above this level, and we may see the market to potentially continue back to the upside to create a new higher high here. So looking at the 4-hour here, where this is the 4-hour perspective, the market has formed an inverted head and shoulder here, strong breakout on this 4-hour chart. So where there is a bullish candlestick pattern formation here, and in that bull market, so this is a resistance, okay, approaching the resistance, and this is the 4-hour previous resistance. Highly likely we could see the market to go ahead and retest that level on the lower time frame here. So with that being said, this is the 4-hour price. 1 hour, we are dropping down to very lower time frame. As we enter on the lower time frame, look at the 1 minute. We now about to look at potential structure here. Okay, so we can see that this is where the market trend is bullish at the moment, and in this bull market, pretty strong bounce pullback, another bounce pullback. So the market is forming series of higher high and higher lows in an uptrending market. So we may see the price to potentially go ahead and break 336593 level. 1 hour chart, 4-hour price action. Now to for us to find an entry here, it's nearing to this important resistance. This is the 1 hour support that you can see the market is in this trend. 30 minutes also, there is a bullish middleman formation here. Now at the moment the price is trying to pull back. So when we are looking at this kind of market, when the market, the momentum is high, the price in the trend, always to look for the trade in the major direction of the trend. That's the key to look at to find entry in the market. So here is, you can see it's form a structure and then coming down from that structure, expecting for the price to potentially drop well below and then to revert back to the upside. So here we are waiting for a deeper pullback in this market, and then once we see the market here has dropped, we can look for a possible a pending order here for around 20-25 pip. Let's wait for the market to show its hand. Thank you very much for joining. I hope that you guys can hear me. Can you say yes if you can hear me? Ready for any entry? As soon as you will find it, we will be looking to enter. Thank you guys, and waiting to see the market to show its hand here. And you can see the market after this series of higher low formation trying to push back to the upside. 30 minutes price action, 15 minutes price action here, which is this is a very significantly bull market in this area. So I will be happy to see first of all a break of structure and then to revert back again to the upside. Thank you. Welcome. And also guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more updated education analysis that I am posting every day. Let's begin. Now this is NFP week, as you know that. So in that NFP week, too loud. Now NFP week is quite significant, as biggest week data coming up. We will be looking for possible setup this week. Quite a few. We had early today one trade winner. One trade didn't work out, but the winner is bigger than the one. That's the key. in our day trading group, but in our AI group is in fact it's out of ordinary, and which is growing very fast. Now looking at in this area, so we would like to see that breaking below from this structure. The momentum is higher, so we see the price showing that break to the upside. So I would like to draw this level here as well. If you here, you can see this is another support level, and in case the market is coming to break that low and getting a rejection, so 30 minutes, this is a 30 minutes support. It's a strongly bullish market. So here is the key bull market. Now looking at 1 hour, so would like to find an entry, ready for an entry here. Okay, we can see the market has broken below, so I'm going to look for this entry in this area here. I will be placing a pending order above this level, stop loss below this low, and TP target to this level here, so which is a buy stop. So buy stop placing at 3363.88, stop loss at 3360.20, and TP target at 3365.81. So place the buy stop here on Xauusd. Place the buy stop and this entry at 3363.11, and expecting to have a potential trigger here. So place the pending order here as the market has broken from this structure, expecting to bounce back up. And this is the first trade for the day. Let's guys try to catch some peep with proper risk management. Absolutely. Because if it push back up, we will be on the trade. The reason here is because if the market breaks here the structure, we will be on the trade. If it breaks below, we may be seeing further drop. So 30 minutes chart and the 15 minutes price action, we can see that there is another 15 minutes candle closing. Big bounce, we are on the trade. 15 minutes had a pretty strong bounce. So we are on the trade, just got triggered, and it's a very tight stop loss here. We see there is a trade got triggered, and then the price started to push back down. So if we look at the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, okay, so this is a very tight stop loss. If we stop out, we can re-enter again. The key here is to keep the risk low. Just got a rejection from the top. We can easily re-enter as soon as you see the market has prepared. The price has come to this low. It's got another liquidity grab. So I'm just re-entering again this trade. So I'm re-entering again this trade. We see just come back down to that level. If you are running, then you are running. I'm re-entering again to the trade as this market has just grabbed liquidity, and here you can see the price, multiple dodgy formation. So very tight. If you look at here, you can see the market is just gathering liquidity. Okay, let's wait to see if it is getting that rejection back again. So here, what kind of price action it is trying to form? I am on another trade on this one here, expecting to push back up. It may drop. It's just getting more liquidity, so we'll be waiting for further confirmation. This is just has got the liquidity. We'll be waiting for the drop, and then once we get the confirmation, we'll be re-entering. If you look at here, you can see the market just coming here in this area. This is so we'll be for the next trade, smaller risk, guys. The key here, I will be placing again entry in this level here. If it bounce back up, then we will be entering into the trade, the same TP target. So buy stop again at 3361.49 with a very smaller risk. Buy stop at 3361.49, stop loss at 3358.92, and TP target at 3365.68. so placing this entry again here for another position, pending order, so at 3361.4. so we place the buy stop here 3361.49, stop loss 3358.92, and okay, so we place buy stop in this area. Another buy stop here in this zone for the market to potentially push back up. As if you look at the 4-hour, you can see the market from the 4-hour chart. There's another bullish move, and we may see the price to potentially keep pushing back to the upside. And so if you look at the 5 minutes here, this is a breakup structure. So we place another buy stop for, if you look at here, you can see this is the 1-hour chart. Pretty strong rejection from the top. Even we could look for potential entry from this support level here. Okay, so there is a very sharp breakup structure, and we may be able to find possible entry by market. Let's see. Because the market on the 1-hour support here, we are seeing that there is a 1-hour candle close coming, right? So looking at this market, this is a pretty strong break from the top. This is the 5 minutes close coming. So here, if we look at the long, stop loss below this low, I'm going to go long here by market, stop loss like that, closing the pending order, because the market is on a very important 1-hour support level. So going long with 40 pip stop loss from here by market, and so stop loss here at 3352.42, placing the stop loss there, TP target above, and for a possible upturn. So I have opened a buy by market. The stop loss here at 3352.42. And TP at this trade, TP at 3365.40. So here the market is there is a 1 hour close coming, and if we look at here also the market, this is the 15 minutes candle, also pretty sharply. 30 minutes candle closing, 15 minutes also there's a sharp drop, and with this candle close, expecting the market to remain bullish. Here is the 1 minute price action. I'm long again, another trade from here with 40 pip, around 13 and 40 pip stop loss. So basically a couple of pips below this low here, and here, so this the trade active with me for the next one for possible upside here in this market. If we look at the 30 minutes here, we can see the market, this is a sharp rejection from the top, but because it's a bull market, we always want to trade in the direction of the trend. And if you look at the 15 minutes here, you can see this is also the market is showing that possible bullish setup. 1 hour chart, a big doji, and before the candle close 1 hour, expecting to push back to the upside. So I'm running in a little bit of profit, so we can, if the market is pushing back from here, we can expect it to push back to the upside. If it drop down, it may drop further, but let's wait to see how the candle closing here from the lower time frame. And looking at the 15 minutes here, we can see that this is the 15 minutes price action. If the 15 minutes closing candle 15 minutes candle closing here, the next one expecting to push back again to the upside. So let's wait to see the market to potentially create a structure in this area. And here is what we can see, the market from the 1 hour, it's on the 1 hour support, right? So this is the 1 hour support, and we have 2 minutes to go for this candle to close. Right, so you can see the market here on the lower time frame trying to gain that momentum. So here is, we can see the buy, we are on the buy side. So from the 1 hour closing, okay, so this is the 1 hour candle closing, and with the 1 hour close, expecting that the market to potentially push back to the upside. Here is some lower time frame price action is being formed in that area. Now the risk management is key. So you see that there is a 1 hour candle close coming. Okay, so the market pushed back to the upside with the 1 hour close. Okay, so we are on the trade. The next one is coming, running in. And yeah, so running in. Here holding on to that trade, the TP target set little higher, so we can have if the market is going in our favor, which is potentially may happen because it's a bull market, and in that case, if the market is reversing from here, that's what we're expecting to move back up to the high, then we will be able to see almost 90 pip move. If you look at the 1 hour again, it's a dodgy. So 30 minutes, it may try to break below if the sellers being able to so if reverse, we might see that very strong bounce back to the upside, which what I think we may see. Just grabbing that further liquidity in that area. It's almost to the support, and we have opened in a very crucial level. So if the market is reversing from here, we could see that possible bounce here. This is again pushing back to our entry and to the profit area. All right, so here is the 15 minutes candlestick pattern. Always to look for a trade in the direction of the trend. That's the key. Are you guys with me? So anyone here with me with this trade? Let's wait to see how this structure is playing out for the few more minutes in the upcoming session. Now looking at the 30 minutes here, we can see this is the 30 minutes price action. A big drop here and getting that rejection back to the upside. Now okay, so structure, if it is a full reversal call, then that might be a different story. 1 hour is dodgy, and the market should not reverse in this way from such a strong trend directly without testing the super high resistance level. But due to the fundamental, anything can happen at any point of time. So that's why the risk management is key to remain in control. Here is the 5 minutes candle closed with an inverted candlestick pattern here. Let's see what kind of price action is forming in this area. Now the 1 hour price is The 4-hour candle, if we look at, it's almost to the 4-hour, nearing to the 4-hour support. Looking at 1 minute doji here, is the market breaking the support or just a rejection? So let's see. There is a, here if we look at from the support, a pin bar formation, and to look, see, we need to look at in this area to see how the market is evolving here. Okay, so if it is a reversal from here, we should see strong bounce back to the upside, where so here a little bit of fighting between bulls and bears. It ultimately could bounce, but it might just need more liquidity for possible push back to the upside. That's why the market is basically gaining momentum here. So when the market does like this, basically tempting the retail trader to enter so that they can get more liquidity, and then the market will bounce back to the upside. That's why risk management is key, so that when the trade is working in our favor, we have to take that bigger win. Here it's just, you can see whenever penetrating, so looking at the 1 hour in this area, and the 4 hour, Okay, so it might just very unpredictable price action at the moment. It may break completely to the upside or completely towards the downside, depending on how this candlestick pattern is forming. Yes, it's trying to form a reversal. We're getting some upside here, and as I mentioned, it's very unpredictable at the moment, so it may just keep pushing back up. I'm holding it because if it is going enough move up, we may see that potential trend continuation. So holding on to that trade, and here from this support is getting a rejection back to the upside. Now we can see that the 1 minute price, there is a bounce. Now if this price is pushing back up further, we may see that continuation to the upside to the major direction of the trend. So looking at 5 minutes, which is key level that the market from the 1 minute, there is a red candle formation. Now if this market pushing back to the upside here, then we may see that inverted head and shoulder and then continuation. Right, so we'll be waiting to see if the market is forming that inverted head and shoulder here. Okay, so pretty much of inverted head and shoulder and then continuation, expecting to move back to the upside here, guys. So I hope that you're enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Holding on to that and waiting to see if possible here an upside here in this market. Spike correct, maybe I can do. Yep. The 349 level, yep, it's pushing to the upside. In this area here, what we can see that this is a okay, now expecting it to remain to the upside if the market trend wants to keep pushing back up. looking at the 15 minutes price action. All right, cool. Thank you very much. Here is what I think, that because there is a multiple liquidity gap, can expect it to remain bullish, which is an inverted head and shoulder. So holding on to that for the full spectrum move to the upside. Are you guys with me? So now this is where the key to see the market to remain bullish in the direction of the trend. So holding on to that to gain some bigger profit here. Now here the best secret is to keep the risk low and then hold the one that is possibility to win for that all the profit that we need. Now this is pending order, guys. Make sure that you keep risk low so that you have a room for error, which can happen in trading, and then we can that keep the trade running, that might be working out. So the market little bit of overextended. That's where only the thing that. So if you look at the 1 hour, you can see this is the 1 hour price action. After crossing this low, it just has crossed back to the upside, and so with this inverted head and shoulder, so here is a, we saw this is a breakout structure. If you guys look at it, you can see it's a clean one single move to this important support. So it's a breakout structure. Now if this 5 minutes is closing here as a doji, so with this doji close, expecting it to move back up here, because it's a breakout structure to remain bullish in the major direction of the trend, unless it wants to reverse. The direction of the trend is very important to look at when we are entering into the trade. Now here is this is a big move, and 4 hour close coming in 40 minutes. This is the 4-hour current support. It's the market. So multi-time frame looking at to see in fact what kind of price action it may be forming here, and it is forming a very here. If we see the buying happening, if you look at it, you can see there's a long wick means that the buying pressure, then the next candle to potentially move back to the upside. Looking forward to see that the market is having that rejection back to the upside in this market to create a new higher high. So we are entered into that profit area here, looking at now the 5 minutes candle getting some kind of rejection from the top. Let's wait to see how this candle closing. From the first 30 minutes candlestick pattern that we can see is after this big bear candle, we see there is another 30 minutes long wick potential doji. And our stop loss always very low, very tight. Still on the trade. I'm still on the trade. My stop loss at 3351.56. So this market might get we might see that 4 hour, if we look at the 4 hour, it just gathered liquidity again. All right, so in that trade I'm still on, so you can see the price has just gained that momentum and started to bounce back to the upside. The multiple manipulation here. So you can see 5 minutes, it just has crossed this low to gain momentum and started to bounce back up, and this is a very complex structure at the moment. So you can see from here there is a sharp bounce, and again the price is pushing down here to that support. So the 4 hour candle support is here. It may try to test the 4 hour support, and from this 4 hour support we will be able to see further entry. Some guys are spamming here. Not yet, we are waiting for further. So it is just another 5 minutes long week rejection. It's a very peculiar price action it formed. It's just slaughtering all those stop loss in that area. All right, so it's forming a doji. Guys, can you hear me now? I hope that you guys can hear me. So the 4-hour close coming in 25 minutes. And in this area, it's a very unusual price action, back to back 2 doji. 15 minutes price action, 3 long week candle formation, 3 dojis here. And from the 5 minutes, multiple rejection. So many times the price are manipulated in this area. Yeah, thank you very much. Welcome. Okay, so here with a multiple doji, if you look at the 5 minutes, quite a few narrower, smaller candle formation here. And before the 4-hour close, I delete all of these lines. As there is a 4-hour close, you can see big bounce back to the upside. So we may see that ultimately 3348 level retest, and that is where the price just tested the 20 MA. Getting the rejection to the upside. And finally, it start to move back to the upside. This is what I was talking about, that this market is bullish. And it certainly should be pushing back to the upside because it's a very high momentum market. And now it just after crossing multiple zone, it prepared for this bounce. So the 1 minute price action, it's a clean manipulation here. And now moving up to the major direction of the trend. So 15 minutes closing with a bullish engulfer. So this is the 4-hour resistance that you can see the market may try to push back up. If you look at the 15 minutes, which the price potentially heading to that level, which is around 55 pip. This is here the liquidity grab, and now what we need to wait here for, because the market has gained that momentum here, the space for us to because this is a high liquidity zone at 3365 level. So we have only for a possible upside here 656 pip potential move in that direction. So if we enter here on the lower time frame, we need to see a little pullback so that we can enter with a bigger profit target. And this 15 minutes candle is quite important, this one, that you can see the market has here you can see it crossed the 20 mm multiple times and then bounced back to the upside potentially. So looking in that area, all right, so it just has made its bigger move to the upside. Are you guys ready for another entry? And it's just crashing back to the upside at the moment. So created a new higher high. If we look at the daily price action today, this is a complete bounce to the upside on the daily, which in fact showing that possibility for, this is the 1 hour. As you can see, it just crossed multiple times here and then penetrated back to the upside. Now highly likely to see that crossing the 3365, even going back up to create a new higher high. So looking for now, here is a smooth trend line. So this is a sign of further bigger bullish trend continuation, because there is a, if you look at here, you can see this is a trend line, smooth trend line, and from the trend line, okay, so from this trend line the market smoothly has got a rejection to the upside, and that rejection that we can see the price to potentially push back to the upside to create a new higher high. So pretty strong bullish trend continuation here on the lower time frame. And okay, so this market here, we can see the price is this is a complete bounce. Anyone had any my stop loss was supported that trade. So have you guys got anyone with this bullish move? I think it's reversing now. I wouldn't get in yet. It's a potential high, may flush, wait for the pullback. This is a very strongly bull market, so we head here in that zone. So now the market, what it did is, if you look at here, you can see in that area the price has grabbed liquidity multiple times. So if you look at it, you can see this is a support level, which is a key area of support. And from that key area of support, if you look at here, you can see this is a support here, support here, support here, support here. And from that key area of support, what happened? The market, boom, it just grabbed the liquidity and then fly to the upside. Now, in such a stronger momentum, what we need here is for the price to come down for a pullback. Now, this is a 15 minutes candlestick pattern. You can see it's a pretty strong bullish momentum in that area. And that kind of move is a big bullish price action currently. So what we would like to do here in that area, for the price to give us possible another pullback, and this is a significantly bull market at the moment. So looking at the 15 minutes for another entry, 4-hour close coming very soon. So you'd like to take some potential would like to take a position for this potential move. Now with this 15 minutes bullish engulfer, if you look at here, a very sharp bounce back to the upside on this market with a strong, let's delete all those lines to see. You can see the market crossed the 20 EMA and managed to break to the upside. Now looking at the 15 minutes here, now with this 15, this is a support level on the 15-minute chart, and because it 30 minutes, you can see also a big bull. 5 minutes also big bull. So I would like to buy from higher high this market. If you look at here, you can see, and we can see some downside coming on the 1-minute chart, potentially a deeper pullback. 30 minutes, 15 minutes again, coming to the 15-minute support level, and as the 4-hour close coming, with the 4-hour close, is the market is going back to the upside or coming down? That's the key to look at the moment. And You can see there is a rejection. It just crossed that low. It might be gaining another bullish momentum here. So looking at the 30 minutes, this is a big bull candle. 30 minutes price action that you can see from the 15 minutes form also bullish. Now because there's a 4-hour close coming, right? So we cannot take very bigger profit target because of the candle close, and we might see that pullback. But before the candle close, I would like to take a position here for this move potentially. Stop loss keeping just below this low here for a possible upside in that area. In this area, for potentially as soon as the candle close, we will be closing whatever the pips it might gain. And so you might see that pullback. So I'm taking a position here on XAUUSD for this move here, possibly. So putting a stop loss at 3364.78 and TP target at 3374.68. Now this position I will keep running until we see the candle closed. As many pip as we can gain, and then we will be closing with the candle close or before the candle close. this is currently pushing up here. Now this kind of market, sometime as the price shows a very higher momentum, we may see the market is moving in that direction. So you can see it's just started to push back up, and probably my TP target is hitting very soon. Oh god, just got that. Yeah, I'm closing it manually. Just candle close. It might come for a pullback. I'm out with this trade. So for this trade, my entry was at 3369. Was late entry 3369.75. So my entry was here, and I have closed at this trade 3374.78 here. So the pip gain that I have got in this trade is 48 pip. Anyone had with this trade? This is a very quick entry, as the market is very volatile at the moment. So this is an FP week. Bullish is still here. Anyone had that trade? No, not sell, because no, it's a bull market, so not gonna be sell. Okay, so it's crazily bull market. Have anyone got any trade with this? We had quite a few trade that came out, and I hope that the stream is going well here. You guys can see and hear. Big bull move in that area. It's in 4 minutes. 4-hour candle close coming. Yeah, there is coming ISM service PMI in just matter of 1 minute time, and also 3 a.m. the Fed will speak. So that has given a significant momentum in this market here. And with the news, let's wait for the data to come up. We might be able to find further entry. We'll be waiting for the data to come up, and then once we see enough confirmation, we can re-enter. Look at the 1 minute here to see the spike. It is ready for the spike. What's your view on the news? Do you think that it's gonna reverse? So far has made a big move, or it's gonna drop down back? We see that the bullish momentum so far is still showing that bullish. And what kind of data has been released here? So if we look at here, the data is still showing up 48.5 instead of 49.3. So which is how did that impact the DXY? Boom, that's a drop on DXY because of the potential negative data. That has given momentum on basically on XAUUSD that you can see. So that data has given basically a momentum on gold that you can see. So with the it's still showing that bullish. It's the 1 hour support. If you look at here, you can see that this is a support level from the 5-minute chart, and now 15-minute support is key. You can see the market trying to retest that level, and I think the price, if it is coming to the 15-minute support where the 4-hour close, the price has shown that bullish move. Now it's possible for the market to come down for a deeper pullback here in that area. So that is where you can see the market trend. Do you think it's gonna reverse or it's gonna start to move again? Yes, thank you. Looks like bullish. No, I think this is still a bull market and potentially to remain bullish because it's a long-term bull market. So we may see the market to remain bullish. If you look at the 5 minutes here, you can see this is an important support level here. And so you can see it's coming down to that support, to the 15 minutes low. So to find an entry here, we can see this is a, from here it may try to reverse because 4-hour closed and the price reached a very key level of resistance. It will try to recover some of this move that you have seen, bigger move. So now the point is 30 minutes a big bull candle, 15 minutes also pretty strong rejection, and so lower time frame. If you look at the 5 minutes, here is okay. So with this long week candle here, we need to really to see here a little more time for possible entry, because with the data the market sentiment may change, and there is a significant movement so far happened till the Asian session. Now it may come for deeper pullback, that means it still can continue, but because it's an uptrending market, we only look for buying. That you have seen all my trade that I entered in the upside, and in fact the market moved to the upside. So the key here is to keep the risk low and then let the market to give you the best setup, and then holding it to for bigger profit target. So we have spent the first trading day here in this live session, guys. This is NFP week, and the day of NFP, so as we mentioned, guys, this is NFP week. We will be looking for further entry opportunity. And do you think NFP can bring reversal on gold and gold reverse to 3130 low? Look, with the NFP, the way the market has formed so far, we still have 4 days to go. And if you look at the monthly, one very important candlestick pattern here on the monthly, you can see that there was a weakless candle here on the monthly, and the price has made its bounce from this support level without any wick at the bottom. So highly likely the price may come back here for another retest. So if before the NFP, if the price goes back up to cross this high, we may see the market to come down here to retest this level. So it's still showing bullish. So until we see proper price action confirmation, as long as we are seeing a bullish market structure, we will be looking to buy the market. And thank you for joining the live session. Very soon, guys, we will see you again trading live together. Join the Telegram channel. You can find link below this video for more updated education trade ideas that I'm posting every day, so that you can stay up to date in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. And more often I do share promotion in the channel for joining the academy to get access to everything that I have in the academy, all my strategies, trading tools, strategies, as well as one-on-one mentorship. So don't miss out that. Stay connected by joining the Telegram channel. You can find link below this video. And I'll see you again very soon in another live session. Until that, stay well, stay happy.